this person, you are still humiliating, like you have been humiliating, raping, sexually assaulting me above 30 times on the surface of this earth since I was 1 year old plus till now in my 30s. I made a video yesterday of when I had to come to the stream to bat after 4 days of menstruation without bathing. This is where we stick at. Yeah. So these are my things. Yeah. So these are my clothes. Actually, I'm at the stream. I have 2 buckets with me. Normally, I usually have this bucket with me on a normal day. So I'm here to wash my things, because this is what you have brought me and reduced me to. So I'm here now to wash my things, wash my clothes. When I'm done washing my clothes, I will take my bath, and then I will go on again and look for where to sit till tomorrow morning. But you see, you human race, Mbatosu is talking to you. I've told you people, this hate will not contain me and you people. We shall see who owns Adora. We shall see who owns the last words to myself. We shall see whose decision is going to stand. Whether me or you bunch of wicked nobody that call yourself human beings. Whether me, Adora, the owner of my own life, or you bunch of wicked evil human race that love to fuck children, you molest children, you stigmatize them from babyhood. Then when they grow up, you will now go back and trigger that stigma that you put in them as children to turn them into rapists as adults. Then you will not justify it with, oh, their past trauma, their childhood trauma. Oh, the person has been molested before. So we can understand why the person also molested a child, because this is how your human race works. This is the miserability that is stuck and stigmatized in your blood, that you thought because I've been raped, assaulted since the age of 1, you could come and use it to make me become one of you. I know this is why you are all hot, because it is still shocking for you people to see a motherfucker that at the age of 1 year plus, I was already being sexually assaulted. Not once, not 3, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 10 times by more than 5 different men in your so-called Gotland you call motherland Africa. Then I came to Europe again, your so-called Western world, starting from your Italy to your France, now in Berlin. I can't count the abuse, the sexual abuses and the sexual assaults, above 15-20 times again. Yet I am still divine. Yet you are still not be able to change my mindset to become a pedophile like you people, because you always want to retrigger the stigma, the past trauma of people, and make them become molesters and assaulters, or make them become traumatized, or make them become useless, miserable, controllable with your societal human pedophilic mentality and societal philosophy. Like you do to a lot of people. This thing you are doing to me, you have done it to so many people that cannot speak about it today. There are people in cages. There are people in chains. There are people you have mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically broken down and chained mentally that they can never ever talk about. Things like this that you are doing to me, that you've done to them. But Mbatosu is here. Adora is here. Gnande is here. Like they will say in Dutch, Grace, that is my name. I am here to unfold, to review, to expose the evil you have been doing on the surface of this earth. You bomb men. This entire shit was created by men. Bomb pussy men. You see the same perverts, the same rapists, the same sexists, the same sex addicts that created your sex addict fraud politics, created your sex addicts religions, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Hindus, all of them, sex addicts religions. The same perverts created your motherfucking entertainment industry. They all work together. They all work together. They all work together. They are all controlled by the same bomb-ass pussy pervert men, supported and imitated by stupid, shameless women who don't know their left from their right. I will continue to tell the whole world, you are looking at a motherfucker. My first sexual molester, rapist that raped me as a baby was a Muslim. 1 year old plus. I was fucking 1 year old plus when I was raped by a Muslim. And it did not just stop there. He continued the raping. When my ex-biological mother will send me to their compound to go and give food to somebody for free, or to go and give food for somebody to say for payment, or to go, because she had a restaurant back then in Africa, or to go and give anything, or maybe money, In that the same compound, I used to have 2 molesters, 2 rapists. One at the entrance of the Muslim one was at the entrance of this fucking building or compound, while the Christian one was at the end of this fucking compound. If I go through the front, the Muslim one is there molesting me. It was the first one. And let me tell you, let me re-trigger your miserability. Another one. This Muslim pervert rapist that was raping me from the age of 1 year, he had big boy, you know, crocro. Ask Nigerians what they call crocro. He was having bad diseases on his body. These are the kind of rapists that will be raping you people's children. They will have STDs. They will have HIV. They will molest them in the mouths. They will molest your children in the asses. They will molest them everywhere in their pussies. Since you are joining them to do it to me, and a lot of you are aware now, I've spoken about my story 1,000 times online for the whole world to know who they are dealing with. A lot of you know my story. You still don't give a fuck. So as long as you don't give a fuck about me, your children shall be raped and molested as well. Not from 1 year old plus like they did to me. From 1 day old. That is my karma for you. See, let me tell you something you don't know. Listen to this motherfucker. Karma works for me. I am the CEO of Karma. You see the entire evil that your entire human race have been doing for years, for decades, for centuries on this earth, and you've never been punished for it. This divine being is the karma activator for all your human race evil that you have been doing and your atrocity on the surface of this earth. You don't know who the motherfucker you are dealing with. I have told you people, this is my body here. You killed it during the peak of your pandemic when you used your 10, 11 Western world policies to sexually assault me, because you thought when you got to that level of assault and sexual abuse that you were going to be able to traumatize me to a level where I will never say anything. But you touched the wrong candidates. Me, go and ask of me. I used to be a bully to bullies. I even used to bully bullies who bully my enemies. Go and ask. Fucking go and ask. Then you came to try me. No. Then you came to try me. You came to try me with your philosophy of sexy sexual addicts created by Bummer-Men. You see, you low self-esteem men, or every single male or man that is involved in this fucking rapist, sex addict, predating, stalking philosophy. A lot of you are not even stalking for even sex, especially the women. There are also women who are sexy stalkers, but not all of you are stalking for sex. You are stalking to stalk people's happiness. You are happiness predators. You are joy predators. You want to predate and destroy people's peace of mind. But you see, you men involved in this shit, sexist, mammon, adult babies. You're looking for second mommy. You're looking for babysitter. You go to your mothers, dead or alive. Me, I'm not your mommy now. I am not your mommy. Well, I can never be your mommy. You have eyes. You need to be using it to see well. You want a cleaner, a cooker, someone you will be fucking. You will fuck your mothers. If not, breed your children to do that with them. Go and bond with your children, or go and bond with your dogs like you love to do. You know you do it all. So when I'm done dealing with you men, you see that word, man. But also, I will use you people to be sweeping the ground like broom. Even in my silence, you will be hearing it out. Even in my silence, I will be using you to sweep the ground. Let me just conclude this video because I don't want to talk too much. I have clothes to wash. Like you can see, I have clothes over there that I'm going to be washing with my 2 buckets. Let me conclude this. Me and everybody on the surface of this earth, we are not on the same level. I've told you, your pedo Bill Gates cannot talk to the shadow of my shit. I'm trying to tell you that there is nothing you have to impress me that I'm going to give a fuck back. I am very, very aware that a lot of you stupid celebrities that don't know your left from your right, a lot of you've passed through the same shit. You have passed through the same rubbish. You have been used multiple times. Even to renew your celebrity status, a lot of you have to do other atrocity things or other disgusting things, even to your own self, to even renew your celebrity status. I'm aware. And a lot of you have your slaves everywhere, pedophiling for you. You have your slaves everywhere, pedophiling for you, just like the so-called ones that they say they are religious people. You cannot be a religious person and be participating in a game of pedo-stalking, pedo-predating, pedo-sexist manipulation. Because it means you are a reflection of what your God is: rapist, sexist, predator. Then I don't even want to talk of those that are pedo bomb Obama, pedo bomb Trump, pedo bomb Bill Gates, those useless ones in the higher places. All of you on this earth, I want to let you know we are not on the same class. So if first of all I can talk about those so-called ones that say they are in higher places, without knowing that you are in high places, but you are also as miserable as this poor and miserable. Because the same way you have poor and miserable, you have rich and miserable, which means birds of the same feathers. One sound, one band is what you all are. So for those cockroaches amongst you that don't have shit to your name, those poor and wretched miserable, you can hear me talking to the rich and miserable, that they can't talk to the shadow of my shit, talk less of to my shit, talk less of to, exactly, to me. With this being said, you have to know your classes. Everybody on the surface of this earth, I can never belittle my divineness, stoop my divine self to practicing your pedophilia of pedo stuff, because I don't even understand why a normal human being will wake up any day and want to be doing this madness. But I have come to understand that this is something that you have turned into normality. It has become a norm to you. It has become a norm to you. You no longer have shame in practicing this philosophy of pedo stalking. You know why? Because your fathers, they've been doing it. So it's a generational stigmatization of your bloodline, of your so-called human born bloodline. It's a generational issue. And at this point, this is why when you people are talking of, oh, heal, forget about what happened. When you're talking of healing, you humans, you are the ones that need healing. But because of me, because you tried me, Adora, you will never know healing. So will your generations. This thing you are doing, you have been practicing it a long time ago. It's a generational madness. It's a generational sickness. It's a generational mental illness. It's a generational miserability. It's a generational stupidity. It's a generational sex addict sickness that runs in your veins. Your fathers, they've been practicing it. This is why when I just look at all of you, I can tell that on the surface of this earth at this very moment, at least 70 to 80% of you have been touched sexually from generations to generations. So this is why you are repeating it. And this is why when you repeat it, you justify it with your trauma that someone else did it to you, that so you have the right to do it to another person. You justify it. Then when you justify it, the child that you have done it to will grow up, do it to another child, and justify it by someone in the past did it to him or her. So you continue the routine of your pedophilia. You continue the routine of your pedo stalking, your pedo rapist, your pedo predating, and you don't have shame. You are no longer shameful. You don't even have shame anymore because it is in your blood now. You see, this has nothing to do with race. For those of you who want to be, I'm talking of your entire human race. It is a racial problem. It is a human problem. This has nothing to do with race. Apart from the fact that those of you that want to even be saying race or no race, all of you are the same thing. It's the black idiots on this earth, the ancestors that don't know their left from their right. The original ancestors that even the biggest scientists, so-called biggest colonial scientists, verified that they were the first people to live on the surface of this earth. They don't know their left from their right. As you white, Arabic, and Asiatic, you conjoined to create this pedophilia. People like the blacks are the ones that are supposed to be stopping you, like I am doing. Are the ones that are supposed to be against you, like I am. Correcting you colonial masters because you are lost mentally, you are lost emotionally, you have become so soulless because of the melanin that you don't have in your blood. This is something I'm going to be talking of in the future if I like, because me, I talk when I like. So the melanin that you lost in your blood lost a lot of things in your head. This is why the pedophilia you create, you went back to be colonizing your own ancestors, your own fathers, because of low self-esteem, inferiority complex, and loss of soul that you no longer have within you. Thinking you are colonizing your enemy or your inferior, why in actuality you are the one with inferiority complex colonizing your ancestors, who are the blacks that are dummies, that don't know themselves as the ancestors of this earth, that are joining you to practice this pedophilia of pedo stalking, pedo raping, manipulating, and assaulting, and even mocking and humiliating people on top. The foolish blacks. So with this being said, me, I'm just done with you human race. Like I always say, you see, my happiness can no longer be shared. I gave you people 30 years plus on the surface of this earth. And those of you who are always coming around, flaunting your children around me, be warned. Be warned. At least let these delulu children that you are breeding, that didn't ask to be breeded, let them please enjoy their childhood at least. Because the moment you breed these children, you steal their childhood, you steal their innocence, you steal their teenagehood. Before they even get to adult, they are already 100% mentally kaputen, mentally dead. You catastrophing them even from childhood already. What me I'm telling you, let your children breathe. Use your own adult self. Let your delulu children that you are breeding, because you evil adults from generations to generations, you breed because of your pedophilia needs. You know that when you stalk your fellow adults, you can't get your way with them sexually. The next available child is who you are predating. Unleashing your sexual desires on even dogs and animals now, you do it. Let your children breed. Breathe. Because you are using your technology now to be pressing their brain. If you ask these children doing what they are saying, they don't know what they are saying. They can't explain what your haram means. They don't know. You are behind your scenes, behind your computers, behind your CCTV, behind your pedo devices, pressing the brains of these children, using them to play your haram talk and pedophile everywhere. Let them be children. Let them grow and choose to be pedophiles like you. At least let them have their rights to their own lives. But let me warn you, if they are coming to my space to come and disturb my space, see, you are looking at somebody. I was a child. I was once a child like your children, and I have blood in my veins like them. I cater for your entire human race. Just like your children, I wash their shit, I wash their pampers, I bathed them, I took them to school, I did their homeworks for free. Since I have been 30-something years on this earth, I have been on this routine. Now it's time to take care of myself. Mind my peace business. I don't care if my happiness, my self-sufficient love gives you hate. Die. I'm not body smarter. This is why let me say one thing before I finish this video. This is why I'm so happy that my divine ovary did not mistakenly step into the surface of these doomheads. You see that trap? I jumped it and passed. That societal trap that you people thought you set for me, that I was going to fall into, because especially when you saw that I so much love humanity. I loved humanity with my entire soul. Before March 2023, when I'm eating, I've told a lot of people this story. When I'm eating, the moment I think of people don't have food to eat in the whole world, I lost my appetite. Since I was a child, I lost appetite on a daily basis. It's not sometimes. Every fucking time I remember people don't have food to eat on this earth since I was in Africa. And I never say people that don't have food to eat in Africa. It was people that don't have food to eat on this earth. Immediately, I lost my appetite. But since March 2023, when I finally got to understand that you human race, you are not evil. Not just evil, you are kaputeten. When you say you know what Dutch call catastrophe, that is what you human being. You are damaged to the core. When I realized that in March 2023, this is why I celebrate March 2023, especially for me. I dusted your entire human race off my shoulder like you never existed. And you know why it was easy for me? Because I never categorized anybody. I never cared about people's races, your age, your whatsoever. Everybody were on the same level. Gracefully in my heart. So when I got to find out that you were all evil and wicked, and that you are putting me on routine of hunger as a child, as a fucking teenager, as an adult, while you were sexually abusing, molesting, raping me all my entire life with the same pedophilia, when I got to realize that it is the same pedophilia you have been using on me since I was 1 year old plus, that was when I said enough is a fucking enough. I dusted you off my shoulder. Now when I eat, I don't lose appetite. I can never lose appetite again. I eat, even the food I eat, you don't see it on my body. You know why? Because now I also digest my food properly. When I eat that big food that I love to eat, when I'm done eating, the one that needs to remain in my precious divine grace body remains. The rest, they go out. They undigest themselves out of my body. This is how life has been so sweet and peaceful for me. Even with you making me homeless now. Repeating. You are sexually abusing me continuously, emotionally abusing me continuously, psychologically abusing me continuously, and even financially abusing me continuously, yet you are not still tired. You are repeating it again. You are repeating what you did to me as a child and as a teenager again in my adulthood. We shall see. In the meantime, my happiness remains unchanged. If my happiness gives you uncomfortability, die mad. Die. When you are done dying, die again. When you are done dying, die all over again. I am nobody's mother. I've given you 30 years. Enough is enough. You don't leave my name alone. You and the bomb pussy men that created this entire philosophy and the useless women and adults into this shit. You and your entire human bloodline. You will never know this. Keep fucking around and finding out. We shall see.